This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
We continue to follow breaking news in downtown St. Louis. A man is dead after a shooting at Keener Plaza just a few hours ago. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kelly Jackson, in for Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. In the last hour, St. Louis police gave us an update on the investigation and told us they don't know who the shooter is. 5 on your side's Robert Townsend joins us live from the scene at 7th and Market with what he's learned. Robert.
Hey there, Mike. In the past hour, police told me at least 15 gunshots rang out this afternoon during this deadly shooting out. Happened right back there here at Keener Plaza. Police officers and detectives left the scene about 45 minutes ago. Now, investigators say officers got to this scene and found a young man shot to death on a sidewalk. Police tell us he was a regular skateboarder at Keener Plaza. They also say the victim and another man had an argument, and then those gunshots rang out. Right now, at this hour, police are still looking for the shooter. Several people were walking by this popular downtown area at the time. Nobody else was hurt. Here's more from police.
We don't know anything about the suspect at this time, but we're thinking it's a targeted attack since they engaged in a verbal altercation. Prior to that, the victim was alone, just sitting on the bench.
Again, at this hour, police are still looking for that shooter. They haven't told us anything else about the man they're looking for. This is the 45th homicide in the city so far this year. Live downtown, Robert Townsend. 5 on your side.
Hours ago, a judge moved to hold St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner and one of her deputies in indirect criminal contempt. This was the second hearing for Gardner and her staff this week after they failed to show up to 2 separate trials. The family of the suspect in the case that was not tried says they've been waiting too long to try and prove his innocence. Laura Barcheski is live downtown. Laura?
Kelly, Judge Michael Noble says he found enough evidence at the hearing today of disdain and disrespect for the judicial process by Kim Gardner and her office to move forward with this. The case in question that they did not show up to court for focuses on a 2020 shooting where an 11-year-old girl was injured by a stray bullet. Assistant Circuit Attorney Chris DeSilts did not appear for trial April 10th, having a fellow prosecutor tell the judge he was dealing with a knee injury. The judge then scheduled a status hearing for Monday, and DeSilts was a no-show for that hearing too. In court today, DeSilts told the judge he was in another courtroom for another matter, and by the time he made it to Noble's courtroom Monday, the door was already locked. The suspect's mother says they've been waiting roughly 3 years to have their day in court. She says she believes Kim Gardner and her office are not doing their jobs.
Some people I talk to say she shouldn't resign, but you're not doing your job. I worked at Pop for 14 years. If I didn't come in that door when I'm supposed to come, they're going to terminate me. They're going to lock me up. Not lock me up, just get me fired. So do your job.
Gardner now has until May 30th to prepare her defense, and a special prosecutor will be appointed to oversee this contempt hearing. Reporting live from downtown St. Louis, Laura Barcheski, 5 on your side.
New at 6, an international shoplifting scheme ended in St. Charles. This week, police there arrested 4 people believed to be part of an organized crime group of Romanian nationals. Police say the sophisticated stealers are accused of snatching millions of dollars all over the country.
And Justina Coronel talked to St. Charles police. Boy, those investigators quickly cracked the case.
Definitely. So on Monday, St. Charles Police Department got an alert from the Walton County Sheriff's Office in Florida. Now, that alert shared 4 photos of 4 suspects connected to a crime where they're accused of stealing more than $1 million worth of jewelry.
Time is of the essence.
We first became aware of it around April 25th.
Captain Raymond Floyd with St. Charles Police knows there's no time to lose. St. Charles investigators got a tip from the Walton County Sheriff's Office in Florida to be on the lookout for 4 Romanian nationals. Police believe the thieves are part of a bigger crime ring.
Criminal element composed of, I think, around 1,500 people.
They're a coordinated, sophisticated effort of making a living out of stealing.
Corey DeBrinia with Walton County says they're well acquainted with the 4 suspects from a 2022 theft.
And we're able to walk out of the store with the Rolex.
If it weren't for that crime, they may never have connected them to another one in April.
It just so happened that same investigator was assigned to this most recent case where 3 people went into the store and stole over $1 million worth of jewelry. That investigator immediately recognize them.
That's when Florida officers tracked them down through a cell phone, narrowing their location in St. Charles. Soon, about 35 officers were on the case.
A patrol officer had located a minivan with Florida license plates, and also there was a second minivan with North Carolina temporary tags sitting in front of an Airbnb on North 2nd Street.
They determined one of the suspects rented the car. That's when a search warrant was underway.
We located a large amount of currency. We located jewelry.
George Pun, Stella Sava, Turka Ternavin, and Vasil Lakatas were apprehended just 12 hours after St. Charles police got the tip. Captain Floyd believes the arrests were made just in time.
Completely our belief that they would have targeted other businesses and stores in our area had we not been able to apprehend them so quick.
Now, one of the suspects is believed to be connected to several jewelry thefts stemming from 2015, and police from the UK even got involved. We're told the FBI, the Secret Service, Homeland Security, and other federal agencies have been involved in investigating this group.
Thank you, Justina. Today, several Metro East leaders called for a long-term fix to decades of flooding problems. Holden Kawicki is live in Cahokia Heights. He has more on the plan. What can you tell us, Holden?
Well, you may remember back during campaign season, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker pledged $10 million to fix this problem. To this point, he's already made good on $2 million of that pledge, but the local leaders around here told me it's going to take 50 times that for a total fix.
For more than 50 years, Floristine Jethro has fought to keep floodwater out of her Cahokia Heights home.
We've been having problems with this water seeking down this way and getting all up in the yards and stinking in the front when it sits there too long.
Over the years, the problem has gotten so bad, she's taken drastic measures.
We have to kind of throw Pyrex out here in the water to kind of kill the smell and the germs.
According to the Army Corps of Engineers, the solution is simple in Cahokia Heights and East St. Louis, where community leaders have been told to clean out the Edgemont, Stagger, and WPA ditches and any nearby culverts, while reactivating the State Street pump with more capacity.
We can have 100 pump stations on this hardened ditch, and it still would not work.
I could have an excavator here for the next 10 years, resculpting this ditch, and as soon as they were done, they had to start back over to the other end. And we don't have the manpower to funding to do that.
Rick Fancher, executive director of Metro East Sewer District, says part of the problem can be attributed to runoff in cities like Edwardsville, Belleville, and O'Fallon that use the system but aren't required to pay a penny.
We know that the infrastructure is going to cost tens of millions of dollars to repair. And we have no funding source, nor do the communities involved have a funding source for that.
That's why they're asking the Army Corps of Engineers to pick up the tab.
If we were a white community in St. Clair County, Madison, this problem would have been taken care of.
We just waiting on them to come on and fix what needs to be fixed.
A number of residents in the Terrace Avenue area of East St. Louis, which is extremely flood prone, have actually expressed interest in federal flooding buyouts, but at this point, those requests have yet to pay off. Reporting live in Cahokia Heights, Holden Kawicki, 5 on your side.